Good afternoon, Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your motivational speaker, trainer, and head coach at Live, Love, Give. And today's message is something that has been coming at me on multiple different angles, and I wanted to definitely share it with you. And it's all about changing your focus to change your life. And why I wanted to bring this message to you guys today is because I've been noticing a pattern in a lot of different people that I've been speaking to, and something, with really great intentions these people have, but there's this limitation that's holding them back, and they're so unconscious to it, and we can tend to get really stuck in this. So I really wanted to bring it to you guys today. But what sort of solidified my idea today to bring this message to you guys was that today I was out driving, and I was coming back home from the gym and coming around a corner where this car in the right hand lane just obviously didn't see me. I was obviously in their blind spot, and as we went around the corner, they decided they were going to switch back into the left lane and completely would have hit me, and I had to I had to bip them. And anyway, this car, they sort of slowed down on the right hand side, and I just kept going, and I thought, whatever, that was good. We didn't collide, no problem. Anyway, this car, decided it was slowing down so that it could get behind me and seriously just tailgate me the whole way home. And I just thought nothing of it. I thought whoa, this guy has got some serious problems today. And it was no problem, but it got me thinking about where we choose to focus and what we choose to make things mean. Obviously this guy was this woman in this car's bipped me, right? Not, whoops, I nearly crashed into her. Yep, she alerted me to that fact before we collided. Let's cruise on with a great day. We escaped that drama, but instead the focus was trying to get me or something, trying to tailgate me, and probably would have ruined their entire day. Whereas I just kept on cruising home and could see that, that they weren't in the greatest state and whatever, and so it got me thinking into this more, because so many people that I've been speaking to, that I've been asking them a question, right? So I've been getting on some calls with some of you guys, and some of the questions that I've been asking have been, okay, tell me, what do you really want? What are you after? What's your goal? What excites you? What are you after? What are you trying to create in your life right now? And the pattern that I've noticed in just a couple of different people has been that their brain doesn't even correlate what I've even tried to ask them in that moment. And what happens is they end up giving me a whole list of all the problems that they've ever had from the beginning of time, and all the excuses and all the reasons as to why they're trapped, but they actually don't have any idea as to the compelling future that they're looking to create in their lives. And this has been kind of shocking to me, because, well, not shocking, I guess, but it's just kind of triggered me to send this message and create this message for you guys today, in terms of, where we're choosing to focus and what we're choosing to focus on. And there is a brilliant quote by the late Dr. Wayne Dyer, which is, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I just think that is so key to this. We have the power to choose only really 3 things in our lives that we can create that certainty around. Number 1 is that we can choose what to focus on. Do we choose to focus on the good? Do we choose to focus on the bad? Whatever we're choosing there, that's our choice. Next is we can choose what we make things mean. What is the meaning that we put on the thing that we're focusing on? Again, it can be something that's very empowering, that drives us, that moves us forward, or it can be something that's really totally disempowering and traps us and keeps us stuck in our old stories. And then thirdly, the last thing that we really can control is the actions that we choose to take as a result of what we choose to focus on and what we choose to make those things that we're focusing on mean. And I just think that this is so powerful and empowering to get our minds around, because we tend to get so caught up in the past pain And my message for you guys today is to stop letting your past pain, prevent you from living your life and creating a compelling future for yourself. So when I've had these, people that I've been speaking to, and they've just given me a list of all the things that were going wrong and have always gone wrong, and the problems and the people who have always, been bringing them down, and all of these external forces and this disempowerment, the next thing I would want to ask them is, what are you currently trying to create that's compelling for yourself in your future? What does the future hold for you? What does it look like? And so many people out there are so focused and fixated on past pains, that they're keeping themselves trapped in these, in this day-to-day life that is totally unfulfilling, yet they think that it's going to be different. But they're not changing their focus. They're not changing what they're making things mean. They're not going back into the past to learn the lessons. They're going back into the past to sort of keep themselves stuck in this story, because at least they have certainty in that. At least they know who they are based on those past stories. And to challenge that is so scary for a lot of people out there, because it means to challenge their entire identity. And because they have not created anything compelling or different in their future, they've got nothing to cling to. So they can't leave their story behind. So that's really my message for you guys today. I hope that it's of value. I've taken so long to check in with you guys today, but I want to definitely check in with Moises and Yvette. You guys, I love having both of you guys. You show up for me every day. I appreciate you so much. And Jason, thank you so much. And Elliot, my friend, so great to have you. And Craig, I love having you here. Thank you so much for your kind words, guys. And Sabri, nice to have you, my friend. And Anatha, perfect time, perfect topic. Awesome. I'm so grateful to hear that this has reached you at the right time. That I hope that it's going to shift your perspective and empower you to step more fully into what you know your truth to be and start moving forward. That's awesome. And Joel, hey, I should be sleeping. Awesome. Love it, Joel. I'm glad that you're here anyway, and I hope you're going to catch an awesome sleep after this video. Thank you so much for joining me. And Mark and West, nice to have you. And Spady, awesome. Elliot, people continue tripping over what's behind them. I love having you on here, because I love when you share your perspective with all of us, Elliot. I love it. That's such good terminology to think about. Keep tripping over what's behind them. It seems crazy, doesn't it? And no wonder you're a songwriter. I love that. And Moises, thank you. Yes, what you focus on, you feel. It's so true. You guys have so much power. All of us have so much power. When we're not feeling great, the question to ask yourself is, okay, well, I'm not feeling great. Why am I feeling this way? What am I focusing on? What am I making things mean? Because nothing has any meaning other than the meaning that you place upon it. And based on what you make things mean is going to generate a sense of feeling, a sense of empowerment or disempowerment. And ultimately that's going to dictate your actions and your results in life. So, bring it back to the foundation of what you can control, what I mentioned earlier. You choose what you're going to focus on, you're going to choose what you make things mean, and based on that, you're going to choose the actions to take. So love that. And Juan, thank you for so much. And Kevin, grateful that this is resonating. Manu, thank you. And Rajesh, awesome. And Donald, so cool. And Dana, first day with you. I love what you have to say. Oh, thank you so much, Dana. It's awesome to have you here. I love, seeing all the faces who keep joining me each and every day. I love you guys so much, and I especially also love all of you new people who are joining in. It's awesome. And Asim, thank you so much for your kind words and joining me. Appreciate you so much, Craig. And Don, thank you for joining me. And Maritesh and Dominique. Awesome. I love having you guys on. And I hope that, this message has been powerful for you. It's just sort of got you shifting your thoughts, bringing the power back to yourself, empowering yourself to choose what you focus on, choose what you make things mean, and choose the actions that you take. And love you guys. And Bo and Moises, thank you so much. I always appreciate your kind as words. Love it. Thank you so much. And yes, Vo, you've said you're waiting for my Facebook Live. I'm a bit later. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. Usually I've been doing them pretty early. So I really appreciate all you guys who do tune in no matter what time I do it, because I can kind of be really random. And David, nice to see you too. And Heidi, nice to have you join. It's awesome, guys. And you know, that was my message, but I really wanted to, I did have a question that came through, and I was an anonymous question just to my inbox that I thought was a great question, and I thought that it tied in specifically with what I wanted to talk about today. So I decided that I would answer this for that beautiful person who sent me this message in today's live video right here, right now. So I'm going to read the question and answer it kind of on the fly. But this person asked, why does one feel empty and desire to vent even though everything around them is okay, and still feel like it's been caused by something or someone outside of themselves? And this is exactly, you know, really what I'm talking about in terms of where people choose to focus, what people choose to make things mean, and then based on those, their actions that they take. And I think that we all have that person, you know, we can think of that person who's always got a problem, right? We've all got somebody in our lives who's always got a problem, and you know they mean well, you know they're doing the best that they can, but they're just lacking the tool set to be able to break free of that. And it's like what I spoke about earlier, you know, we get so attached and we so identify with our stories, with those problems, you know, that we find it really hard to break free. And what the human brain does is it's constantly trying to prove itself right. So if you have a story that goes on in your mind, and particularly if you've had this story for years and years and years, your brain is so attuned to finding ways of proving that story right that it gets harder and harder to even break free of that. And you get so stuck in that mindset that, you know, and only the people around you can ultimately see that you're consistently blaming this onto other people. You're consistently disempowering yourself because your brain is so wired. It's like a car on dirt tracks. You know, you've ever driven down dirt tracks? They're so ingrained, and at some point you just follow in the tracks, like the car's just going on the tracks, and it takes effort to sort of steer off and create a new neural pathway and make a change in that story. It requires a lot of effort and consistent effort of turning that road, you know, and making that transition. And that's why I feel like, you know, filling your mind, if you've got somebody in your life who is consistently blaming other people, the outside world, all of that stuff, all you can do is try your best to be a leader. In terms of, all you can do is inspire them. You can't control them, because you've got to recognize and have compassion for them that they're stuck in a story. They mean well, but you've got to be that leader to show them what else is potentially possible, because these people who get stuck in their stories, their story is their future, it's their past, it's their present, it's everything to them. So what's happening is they don't have a compelling future, they don't know that things can be different, and they haven't spent the time to create, you know, something more compelling, something more engaging, something that could entice them out of their story so that they can create a new story. So if you really want to help that person in your life, I would suggest that you show up, walk your talk, you know, be a leader in your own life, have a compelling future for yourself, fill your mind with positivity, introduce them, you know, indirectly maybe into the world of personal development. Help them just fill their mind with a bit of positivity, even if that's coming from you. And, you know, question them, start getting them to think about what could be compelling. What do they want to create in their future? You know, so many people like that are stuck in the stories of their past and the pain of their past, that they've got that past like shackled to them. And the only way to unlock those shackles is to shift the focus to something more positive, compelling, something that they can believe in themselves, that they can create in their future. So start that conversation with them. ask them, you know, what do you want to experience in your relationships, in your friendships, in your family connections, in your health? What do you want to experience in your career path or your mission? Or, you know, what does life look like to you in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20? You know, go bigger with them as well, and sort of maybe start inching them through, just getting that mindset shifted so that they can start to have access to a much different, more positive outlook and focus. So I hope that was helpful, answering that question for you guys today, and I hope that my message to you guys was of value. I hope it added something to you. And yes, just checking in here, Moises from Mexico, I love that. Oh, Joel, 1 a.m. I appreciate you being here. And Hassani, my friend, this really has me thinking about what I've been focusing on. Awesome. I really hope that for all of you guys out there, I really hope that it has, you know, empowered you to sort of take a step back and say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. What am I focusing on? And, you know, what am I going to choose to focus on, and what am I going to choose to make things mean that empowers me towards a compelling future for myself? And how am I going to let the past go? Because ultimately, the past no longer exists. The only thing that you're bringing into the present, that's the past memories, and it's all mind made. So step out of that and step into something much more empowering that's going to direct you in your actions and energy towards creating that compelling future for yourself and enjoying the present. You know, when we get stuck in the past, we miss all the moments. So definitely hope that helped you guys. And Moises, thank you so much for your beautiful compliment. And Alexander, no, you just joined me pretty late today. I thank you for being here, and I hope you'll watch the recording and get some value from today's message. And Rayul, nice to have you again. Yeah, hope that you guys have had value from today's message. I always love jumping on here, and I always appreciate all of you so much to be able to jump on at any time of any day, whenever I'm so random. And if you guys have any questions, I would absolutely love to answer them for you. So definitely either drop a comment or send me a message. Best to send me a message on my business page, because at the moment I'm really sorry for everybody who's sent me messages to Messenger. I've kind of just been completely overwhelmed on Messenger. So if I miss your messages, I'm sorry about that. Maybe remind me or send them to my business page, and then I can make sure that I've got your questions, and I'll definitely do my very best to answer to my best of my ability, but I'll definitely get to all of them. So thank you so much, guys. Definitely let me know your questions, and if you haven't already, make sure that we connect face to face. I'd love that. So book in a 15-minute power session with me. I'd love to help you shift your focus with exactly what you're personally, as an individual, going through right now, help you see a new perspective, breakthrough, and I'd love to do my best to help and serve you in any way that I can. And it's been such a pleasure to do, yes, Moises, how do I find you on your business page? I'll put a link in this, so thank you for asking that question. I'll put a link to my business page here, and that's definitely the best way of contacting me for any of your questions, comments, feedback, everything that you want me to be talking into, how I can be adding more value to you. Yeah, I'd love that. So I'll definitely put that link there so you guys can get access to that. And I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, everything coming at you. I appreciate you all so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. So lots and lots of love to you. All right, bye for now.